Welcome, weary travelers. This is See You Next Time. Come. Take shelter for a moment before we move out to seek our fortune, chasing the cringiest game of all, Niceguys TM. Join us as we trudge the road of happy destiny.
So you did know what I meant. Don't really know why I asked. Were you just looking for a hookup? Okay. I wish I understood what is so off-putting about me. I knew before we even exchanged numbers that you didn't want to talk to me, to be honest.
Last week, I was so busy with work, I really wasn't keeping up with my phone much. It wasn't personal, but honestly, I'm not interested in pursuing anything.
Yeah, I know, because of the messages I've sent. And because I'm older and bald. Really a shame. But I knew you weren't into me right away. I'm not hot enough to date or to bang. Can be extremely well endowed and in great shape, and I'm still just a non-option. LMAO. I mean, what's the real reason? This is how it always goes. Nobody is ever interested. I have to send nude pictures to ever have anyone want me. Too bald and old to talk to, much less date or bang. Now you're gonna ignore me again. Let me guess. Not long after you started talking to me, you matched with a taller, better-looking guy who has hair. Please answer me. Now you've removed me on Hinge. I want to know why I'm never effing good enough. Miserable on my trip now. I would have asked you out sooner, but I was afraid you wouldn't want to. I was right, of course. Cutest girl I've talked to in years, and of course I'm just not good enough. This is clearly what happened. Okay, well you take care then, blank. I'm extremely depressed now. Please just admit that you didn't realize I was bald at first. Then after matching you saw. Then you weren't interested right off the bat. I'm an idiot, but I know what happens. If all you wanted was sex, you should have said so. That's all I'm good for. Now you're telling yourself you dodged a bullet or something, as if you were ever serious about talking to me. I wish you could just admit that you were put off as soon as you realized I was bald, so I don't have to pretend that it's anything else.
I'm sorry if I offended you. I really can't help you feel better, because the reason I'm not interested is because of all the texts. I really wish you good luck, and I hope you will respect how I feel.
So when you were ignoring me all the time, you were actually wanting to hear from me. Because it doesn't seem like it's the text. It seems like you weren't interested, and then the texts were reason enough to say you're done. I respect how you feel, because nobody effing likes me. Bald before I could drink. Now I'm too old and bald for anyone I'm attracted to. When I'm ignored, I'm not stupid. I know what it really is. I really hope that I die soon. I'm tired of living this effing joke. Only good for my effing dong. Not like you were attracted to me or wanted to bang me, though. I hope I get murdered here, LMAO. Ignore me and then claim it's my text. Okay. I've been hoping death will find me for a long time. Recently tried to get back into dating because my therapist says I'm worth it and that I am worthy. But it's the same perpetual cycle of being told I'm not good enough. You know, you weren't going to go out with me from the start. You told me right away just how busy you were every weekend. It's not your appearance, it's just sadness after being rejected. This is what happens to me every time these days. Out with my coworkers being the bald, single, bald, dumb, effing loser like I've always been. Saying it's a text is just a way out of saying it's me and how I look.
Wow. Yeah, it can be very challenging to pull yourself out of a mindset like this, but this guy, that's a lot.
I'm on another level! I've gone beyond!
Just a note for my avid, rabid, adoring fans. There's self-deprecation, and then there's battering the nails into your own coffin. This is very much the latter. Couple of things to pick up on. He's talking about sending nudes, and how that's getting him laid. I'm calling shenanigans on this, or at least I certainly wouldn't recommend it, not as an opening gambit at any rate. I'm taking a perverse pleasure in the fact that he cannot believe that it's his incessant, torturous texting that's putting her off. No, it must be something else, of course. Yeah. Well, at least there's no indication whatsoever that he's bald, so we can take solace in his luscious locks. That doesn't sound too bad. I wouldn't mind driving to where you are, to be honest. I get great miles per gallon. Also, it would be less stress than a public place. Just a thought.
You think meeting at my apartment is less stress? Lol.
Well, I'm not some weirdo.
I don't know that.
Believe me, if I was a weirdo, you would know. I mean, he's right. There'd be some, I don't know, text message evidence, maybe. The Niceguys doesn't make sense. From my own experience, being whether nice or not has never taken me nowhere. But more the fact that just how you talk in general makes people interested, you or not. For example, I have acted myself towards girls who were into me, and they clearly was interested, and there were some who weren't. There isn't no motivation to just get into a girl pants. If anything, the time I act nice towards someone through text or in general is because I'm so afraid that I will look stupid as hell being myself at first. That when I don't act nice, I just seem super clumsy. Acting nice is more of an etiquette and common sense in general. But of course we act nice towards people we find attractive or into, especially if you just met them. You don't want to screw over yourself. I'm not saying I'm being a completely different person than who I am, but I can't act 100% who I am or I'll be judged for acting stupid. Why is this even a thing? It all comes down to if someone just likes you for you. No BS of a guy being too nice, etc. Everyone has a personality. Why would a dude who's just genuinely nice be bashed for? Even if we all wanted sex, why does being nice got to do with anything? If those guys get mad because they can't get laid, that's on them. If they have proper nice etiquette to begin with for everyone, then I don't see the stigma. Weirdos. Well, this could hardly be clearer, could it? Act like yourself, but don't act like yourself. But I can't act like myself if I want to get into girl pants. But be nice to everyone, as long as they're attractive. And it's all BS anyway. Nice guys should get laid, but if you can't get laid, that's your problem. Don't be so nice. If everyone has nice etiquette, then it's okay. Weirdos. I'll just say that this country let me go until age 37 without getting a cookie from the table. Then, when this Liza country did give me a cookie, it was a cookie from the floor that fell from the table that's not even a cookie I would consider ideal for my tastes.
Yes, but don't expect any cookie.
But what if I'm hungry?
No cookie.
This is a crappy country for not taking as good care of its intellectuals as it does of its dumb sports jocks. When I was a teenager and in my 20s, I just wanted one good cookie, and I would have been happy for the rest of my life. In my 30s, and now at the age of 40, I've had the urge multiple times to eat several cookies from the jar, that my mouth would be dirty from the crumbs. But this country doesn't seem to care too much about intellectuals, and only cares about breeding dumb people. So he's kinda sorta saying he wants to, wait for it, accept all cookies.
Waka waka!
Yeah, I don't think he's talking about actual cookies. I think it's the idea of getting his mouth dirty with the crumbs that creeps me out.
Question. 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 Question.
Question to all the single women out there. Why is it that when there is a man that is a natural romantic that will always do everything to try and make his partner happy and smile, is always the one that is never chosen? The women really just want the bad guy. What's wrong with us? Nice guys, the ones that actually care, the ones that I want to treat our partners like a queen and put them up on that pedestal. Today's dating world is so difficult. Everyone wants to try and find someone, but no one is willing to give anyone a go. I challenge the single women out there to stop and think of us men that truly do care and truly do want to find love. We may not be perfect, but we might just be perfect for you. Give us a chance.
You know what? I get the sentiment. People get frustrated about all sorts of things. Bring sex into it, and that increases exponentially. Seeing your own defining character traits as being nice and willing to pedestalize people is, well, it's certainly something, but it's an impulse I can understand. Even as a disembodied voice, I have some concept of the human condition. What's harder to follow is the inclination to post this publicly, thinking it'll attract anyone, and targeting it at just any single woman. I mean, I can smell the desperation coming off the screen. But the real reason I've included this post is because it reminds me of this.
So what we really trying to say is Bodycount loves everybody. We love Mexican girls, black girls, Oriental girls. It really don't matter. If you from Mars and you got a pussy, we will fuck you. You know, that's all we saying.
So, I feel I need to say this. I'm sorry. It's a basic moral principle. If I'm interested in falling in love with someone, I would never, for any reason, speak or go out with an ex-girlfriend of mine. Nor would I go to a bar with a girl while my love is at home. Now, in my heart, I know I would never cheat or be deceitful in any way, but this means nothing against the pure fact that it is morally wrong. A good man would never do these things in fear of hurting the woman he loves, as should a woman never do these things, especially when she know it would hurt her man. I've made this super clear how uncomfortable I am with these actions, meaning you know it will hurt me if you do them. Now you can say you would never cheat or be shysty, and I may even believe you. But if you know that these actions may hurt me and you still perform them, it shows that hurting me doesn't hurt you. And if hurting me does not hurt you, there is a problem. So, until you have a clear understanding about these beliefs that me and every other decent man on the planet has, and until you're ready to believe what I believe and live your life this way, I can't be with you. Unless you have a crystal clear understanding that your actions with other men hurt me, and you can recognise that, and then carry through not performing these actions, you're not ready for a relationship with me. These are basic life principles and morals I require in a woman I'm planning on spending a large amount of my life with. If you perform actions that make you look disloyal and let you have an interest in other men, you are already regarded as disloyal due to the actions you performed, whether his cock enters you or not. Only what you do is what I hear. Words mean nothing, understand? I'm so sorry to have to bring this up on text, but I don't want an argument. I want you only to listen. I'm saying these things because I'm already falling in love with you. But I can't be in a relationship with a woman who's constantly wanting to talk to old boyfriends and meet guy buddies at the bar for a few drinks. It's just morally wrong. Flat out. No argument. If you want drinks, I take you for drinks. If you want to talk, I sit and talk with you. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm the shoulder. And if you need sex and deep love, I'm the only man that provides these. You can have men acquaintances, of course, like I have tons of female acquaintances, but I would never call and talk to or go out with them while I'm interested or in a relationship with another woman. Those privileges are held only for the woman I love, not for other women. I hope one day this makes sense to you. You may now think I'm an asshole or insecure or controlling, but this isn't the case. I'm actually very secure, confident, and a positive influence on everyone I surround myself with. This is how I live my life. Until you're ready to live life like I do, and please don't call nor text. Also, try not to take advice from single women or women with horrible men. These women don't have what you want. Their advice you may follow, which may lead you to a life of disgruntled loneliness. This is the honest-to-God truth. Take a look at yourself and ask, what kind of woman do you want to be, and how do you want to live your life? When the light bulb goes off and you are striving to be filled with awesomeness and these new beliefs and understandings take effect, I'll be here. If this is just way too much to ask, I will be very sad, and yet I'll understand and wish you the best of luck with your future. You're a special woman. I hope one day we can fall completely in love and accomplish our dreams. But until then, enjoy your breakfast tomorrow and have a great holiday season. Love, Niceguy. In the meantime, I'll be working on myself and waiting for your phone call. God, I'm gonna miss you. Weird one, this. It kinda goes from feeble, desperate and pathetic to desperate, abusive and pathetic. This message should have been brought up in an actual conversation, or at the very least in a text saying something along the lines of, I get uncomfortable and jealous when you hang out with other men, but that wouldn't give him the opportunity to spew forth unopposed, I guess. He's expounding on how this girl is permitted to have male acquaintances, as long as she doesn't interact with them in any way, and accepts his desire to completely isolate her. If you want to go out, it's with me. If you want to talk to someone, it's to me. If you want to take a dump, I shall be the one to oversee it. And, of course, be sure not to take advice from anyone who might disagree with me. When the penny finally drops and you realise you desperately want to be in a coercive relationship and be filled with awesomeness, I'll be waiting. Enjoy your breakfast. Also, I'm super secure, and you know that's what emotionally secure people say completely unprompted. And I'm a shining beacon of light in all whose lives are touched by me. Yeah, hard pass. As we return from the Niceguy hunt, I hope you enjoyed our journey and perhaps even learned a thing or two about creepy texts and cookies. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Maybe even run through the streets of your local municipality, naked, drenched in blood and screaming the name of the channel. Click the little bell icon. Share this video with your friends. And remember, most importantly, sacrificing babies is all fun and games until someone uses Enochian blood magic to stare into the forbidden geometries of the cosmic horror. And then it's even more fun and games. See you next time.